lights are going up, snow is falling down, there's a feeling of goodwill around town. It could only mean one thing. McRib is here. People throwing parties, ugly sweaters everywhere. Stockings hung up by the chimney with care. It could only mean one thing. McRib is here.
At participating McDonald's for a limited time.
The most wonderful time of the year. Although, let's be honest, around the holidays, things really add up. But here's the good news. Only at Verizon, you can get a single line for $50 per month when you switch and bring your phone. So while ice skating for two is definitely costing more, here at Verizon, you can save. Gifts for your third cousins? Steep. A single line with Verizon? Not so steep. A real tree? Pricey. A single line with Verizon? Less pricey. Flights to see Meemaw and Pops? Those are up. A $50 per month single line? That's down. Even a trip to the Atlanta Holiday Market will cost you more. But with Verizon, you can switch and bring your phone for just $50 per month for a single line on unlimited welcome, with autopay plus taxes and fees. All this to say, during the holiday season, when everything is costing more, you can get more for less right now at a local Verizon store. $15 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G, 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.
Here we are, folks. The most insanely efficacious, sensorial, luxurious cleansing balm in the world has landed. I don't need to tell you what it takes to put my name to a cleansing balm, and this one had one mother of a brief. The Skin Rocks Cleansing Balm is the best balm ever created, and one I would choose every single time over anything I've ever used. 5 rollercoaster years of fearless ambition, sky-high expectation, tears, triumphs, and F-bombs. No pressure then, but what a result. Undoubtedly my most anticipated product, this was by far the hardest to make. The texture and crunch that took 4 years to perfect, its ability to decimate literally everything on your face, the R in a jar scent, the paperweight-heavy hot pink glass. I mean, literally everything I adore in a cleanser has been distilled into one glorious jar, and it is absolutely spectacular. Transforming from a solid balm to a rich replenishing oil, this barrier-nourishing balm is formulated with the same innovative lipid advanced complex as the support oil to deliver supreme skin barrier support and help improve skin firmness, elasticity and hydration. There is simply nothing like it. It's £55, it's ready and waiting, and there is no dupe. There are a few things in life that just keep on giving for $3.99 a month. A floppy fuel station sarnie, one small cup of bougie overpriced coffee? I don't think so. Or, for the same price, you could be getting a month's worth of skincare insights and know-how from yours truly. A wealth of fresh, expertly written articles on all things skincare and beauty. From our free-to-download version for essential educational content to our elevated premium experience, the Skin Rocks app will revolutionize how you shop and learn about skincare. Whether you're a novice building your first routine, an aficionado wanting deep scientific expertise, or someone looking for the inside scoop on beauty newness, it's all in one pocket-friendly place on the Skin Rocks app. With simple-to-use functions that let you filter for your personal profile, save your favourite content, and explore a vast product library with ease, it's no wonder it's called the Google of skincare. Unlock a world of incredible premium content for just $3.99 a month, $34.99 a year, or get a special discount via the podcast with code CHPOD to get £10 off your annual subscription. Welcome back to Glad We Had This Chat, and welcome to our Listeners' Questions episode of the podcast. Let's get into it. Right, listeners' questions, you ready? You up for it?
Yeah.
They're a mixed bag. It's everything from makeup to life advice. So let's go in. Anne from Bournemouth. I'm approaching my 50s and need to overhaul my makeup routine. What should you consider when putting makeup on mature skin?
So I am also, my next birthday is 50, and there are various things that change over the years. I do think that if you can bring some light to your face, as you get older, that is flattering. So some light reflecting, don't wear a matte base, it will just suck the life force out of your face. A light reflecting base is good. A satiny lipstick, they're really coming back, satin lipsticks. Just anything that brings some kind of light onto the face is very, very flattering. And I do think that as we get older, a little bit less makeup looks nicer.
It really does. You don't have to cake it. You're not going to hide wrinkles, as they are lines, with more
product.
No, and I think most women, as they get older, I think it's a myth that the thing we all hate about our skin is wrinkles. I actually think most women miss the glow.
Yeah.
And I
Sallow.
think,
you go sallow.
Yeah, and I think if you can bring some light onto your face, generally through makeup products, you will feel better and just a little bit less of everything, I think.
I agree.
And get your brows in good shape, because your brows make such a difference.
Coat hangers for the face.
Yeah.
How do I apply powder? I always mess it up and my face ends up looking cakey and creasing. Please help.
That sounds like maybe you're putting on a lot. I would look for a very fine powder, so a powder that has been milled to the point where the particles are tiny, because then they won't cake. So a really fine powder, for example, might be Hourglass. That's very fine. The By Terry one's really fine. Skin Finish Natural by MAC. Something that's very, very light and fine is great, and you don't have to put it everywhere. So I am never without powder, but I don't put it on my cheeks because I want the light on my cheeks. So just nose, down the sides, down the front of your nose, down the sides of your nose, forehead, chin. That is generally enough to keep you looking unshiny, but not flat.
No one wants to look flat.
And I just put it on. I put it on with a brush. I put it on with a big fluffy brush. The smaller your brush, the heavier your coverage is going to be.
I need your advice. I'm getting married this January and I want my skin to look the best for the big day. I currently, here we go, double cleanse, tone, use an eye cream, serum, face spray, moisturiser and SPF every day.
Blimey.
It's a lot. After teenage, early adult spots, I'm left with dark marks on my face. Would a chemical face peel help with this? This is one question. I've never had one before. Can you give me any advice on how to make my skin look great on the big day? I'm coming up to 37 and I want my makeup to look the best it can.
Okay, so I don't know how far out of the wedding we are.
January.
Okay. I would personally not start doing anything majorly different in the run-up to a wedding. However, if you wanted a treatment rather than a peel, I would suggest IPL because IPL has no downtime. IPL is really great at getting rid of pigmentation issues, albeit temporarily until the sun comes back out, but great for a wedding. I had it ahead of my wedding. But no downtime, your skin will look great. You'll be able to go out as soon as you walk out of the office, out of the doctor's office. So that's a good thing to do. And then in the immediate run-up, hydration, I would just drown your skin.
Yeah.
The night before my wedding, I had a facial and I didn't want any actives. I didn't want any extractions. Do all that stuff well in advance. In the run-up to your wedding, in the immediate run-up, just flood your skin with humectants.
Where did you have a facial the night before your wedding?
Somebody came to my house as a wedding present
and
did all my girlfriends and me.
Dream.
Yeah. And just loads and loads of humectants because that'll just give you the kind of plump, juicy smoothness. Your makeup will go on nice.
Goes on so much nicer.
Yeah.
You won't get cakey. Your makeup won't go patchy.
But don't be bringing in like new retinoids or whatever. I would stop trying anything new 2 months out.
Yeah, don't be doing that. I'm 55, live in Australia, and have always generally looked after my skin, but recently found myself totally confused with what serums I really do need for my face and what order to use them. There seem to be so many options out there in the market. Surely I don't need them all. Here we go. I know I do want hydration, glowing skin, and to feel bright and awake, but not so worried about trying to miraculously remove fine lines and wrinkles. We didn't even set this up.
No,
because I've lived
questions.
a life, would love your advice.
I promise I've never seen those
No,
questions.
we've never seen. I don't see the questions. That's incredible. She's literally just confirmed everything you just said. Well done.
It depends what your skin responds to, doesn't it? My skin responds to vitamin C. It just does.
You love a vitamin C.
I love a vitamin C. It responds well to antioxidants generally. And if you want some brightness and some glow, I would just make sure you're using a vitamin C and then add in an acid here and there. Again, it depends with acids. My face tends to love lactic. Some people get on great with glycolic. Typically, though, when you use an acid, you do need a dot of glycolic in there to give glow, generally, a little bit. I wouldn't want a primarily glycolic acid, but a dot of glycolic can work wonders in amongst some nicer acids. So, yeah, if you want that for glow, but, I mean, yeah, loads and loads of sun protection, lots of hydration. And I think hydration gives you glow in a different way. In a different way.
And if you're 55, as long as you're using things that say peptide or ceramide, you're going to get something in a treatment serum. But I would say don't go out and buy 5 different ones just because you now think you're a chemist. And
I also don't think, it's not like she has any major problems. I don't think you need a very strong vitamin C. If you stayed around kind of, 10%, 8%, I think that would be fine. The thing about hydration, it doesn't give you glow like a light reflector makeup would or like a vitamin C would. But it gives you a surface that allows light to bounce off your face
and
better.
If you do all three,
and
winner chicken dinner.
And there's no reason why you have to pick. And in terms of the order you put things on, again, it depends on your skin, but I would typically always put the most active ingredient next to my skin. If your skin can take it, I would put the most active thing next to my skin so it can get to work.
So thank you, Karen, for setting up that question so awesomely after Sally had already answered it in the question before. In your years of being in the industry, what are some trends or ingredients or new tech, obviously a zip, that have come out that you are happy to see consumers using, e.g. red light therapy? LED, I think they mean.
I don't think people realise how recently people have started using sunscreen. I really think only in the past 2 years has it really cut through.
Yeah. Since people had time to listen during lockdown, really, as well.
I think that's true. And I really felt like I was pushing against a locked door for a long time. Whereas now I hear people all the time saying, so I use an SPF 50 daily, and I'm like, wow, okay, so something's changed. So that has been, for so many reasons, the biggest win I think we've had in beauty. There have been things I've been less keen on. Clean beauty, obviously. Turning actives up to 11 is another thing that I've been unhappy with. I've seen so much damaged skin in recent years that I never used to see.
Stronger doesn't mean better.
Stronger does not mean better. There is a clutch biting point with everything, and it isn't necessarily at the highest level. What else have I been actually happy to see? SPF is short. I know what I've been really happy to see. I've been happy to see people embracing some shine in their skin.
Isn't it the best?
It's the best. So this whole kind of glassy skin movement, that's what I've always wanted, at least since I was 25.
I've never done that.
I did it when I was a teenager, but as an adult, I've always wanted juicy, alive-looking skin. And the trend was never for that until relatively recently.
I was the goth with a tan.
Yeah,
Pathetic.
I was never tanned or a goth.
I was the goth with a tan. Dyed black hair, crimped hair, but I'd still have a tan. I was like, I can't do pale. Oh, my God.
I think juiciness is new.
Yeah.
And it's always been my preferred.
And very welcome.
It's always been my preferred aesthetic. And thicker brows. Lovely.
Oh, thank God. No, the matte look with the thin brow of the 90s was not my bag. When I watched that Vogue documentary, I spent a lot of it going, oh, thank God I didn't do that.
Yeah. What I would love to see the end of in my career is sunbeds.
Oh, we can go deep on that.
I would love to see the end of sunbeds.
The whole ban the beds thing. I mean, we just have to.
Yeah.
Strap yourselves in, people. I'm going on tour for the first time ever, and I'm so here for it, bringing our wild and wonderful Glad We Had This Chat podcast to a venue near you. Promising you an unforgettable night of unbridled honesty, unfiltered opinions, F-bombs and fearlessness. Come join me and a stellar lineup of special guests as we talk all things skincare and beauty, along with frank discussions about life's adventures, challenges, highlights and joys, with exclusive on-stage skincare demos, entertaining Q&As and a healthy dose of unscripted hilarity. This is Caroline Hirons, me, live and apparently on steroids. It's happening. Get your tickets now at carolinehirons.com and secure your spot.
The most wonderful time of the year. Although, let's be honest, around the holidays, things really add up. But here's the good news. Only at Verizon, you can get a single line for $50 per month when you switch and bring your phone. So, while ice skating for two is definitely costing more, here at Verizon, you can save. Gifts for your third cousins? Steep. A single line with Verizon? Not so steep. A real tree? Pricey. A single line with Verizon, less pricey. Flights to see Meemaw and Pops, those are up. A $50 per month single line, that's down. Even a trip to the Atlanta Holiday Market will cost you more. But with Verizon, you can switch and bring your phone for just $50 per month for a single line on unlimited welcome, with autopay plus taxes and fees. All this to say, during the holiday season, when everything is costing more, you can get more for less right now at a local Verizon store. $15 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G, 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.
Hey, it is Ryan Seacrest. There's something so thrilling about playing Chumba Casino. Maybe it's the simple reminder that with a little luck, anything is possible. ChumbaCasino.com has hundreds of social casino-style games to choose from with new game releases each week. Play for free anytime, anywhere for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Right, we've got two left, and then we do a fun, quick
Okay,
this or that.
okay.
I'm feeling overwhelmed by opinion. You're going to love this one. I'm feeling overwhelmed by opinions about chemicals in skincare products, watch their face, and their potential to cause harm. How much should we be worrying about the chemicals we are putting on our skin, and what ingredients should I steer clear of? Jodie, you don't have to worry about anything, love. We take care of that for you. We do all the testing. But Sally Hughes.
This is such a complicated question. Essentially, the facts as they are that the EU, and we still follow EU regulations and policy. The Europe, let's say Europe, to be on the safe side, has the most stringent regulations. The clean beauty industry was born out of the American system that has so many ingredients that are freely used that we don't use here. Right, so that's the first thing to bear in mind. We have the safest beauty products in the world. The second thing to think about is that everyone's skin is different. An allergy is not the same as an intolerance, is not the same as a temporary irritation or reaction. Those things are not the same. So because one day your skin might be irritated by an ingredient, that's a good argument for not using it at least for a while. But that doesn't mean it's harmful, because everybody else might be totally fine. And it doesn't mean you'll be not good to use it forever. There are so many variables. But in summary, there is nothing that is used commonly in beauty products here that I am currently worried about.
Lovely.
That's all I will say. There are environmental concerns, but that's another thing. But there's nothing that I think you can go into Boots now and buy that I think is going to harm you.
And a lot of the environmental concerns come from over-farming that they do to make clean and green and organic product, which is ironic in itself.
Yes, correct. It's a very, very complicated business. And also I think people need to accept that that being a consumer of any goods comes with compromise, and nothing is perfect. And certainly nothing is perfect for every consumer.
Marvellous. Just some fun, lightweight things now, okay? I'm going to throw them left of field. So first off, what is your favourite luxury makeup brand and your favourite drugstore brand?
My favourite luxury makeup brand, oh my God, so hard. I love Westman Atelier.
Oh, so good.
I think Westman Atelier...
I'm annoyed at how much I love that brand.
It's a beautiful, beautiful
I would say it's not for you if you love a really full coverage. That's the only thing I haven't seen them do. Or matte. But if you want... Glow, ease,
very
fingers,
lovely colours,
quick, speed, pigment but not too much pigment, and zero irritation, done.
I think it's a very beautiful brand,
yeah.
Westman Atelier. But it's up there, right, cost-wise?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And if you want to spend less but also have very beautiful formulas that are easy and quick, I think Say is very good. I think Say is a really lovely brand. Drugstore makeup brand, I love e.l.f. It's a great brand. I use quite a lot of e.l.f. And it's very hard to argue with NYX. NYX is a fantastic brand.
Drugstore skincare?
Drugstore skincare, I really like. What do I like? Some bits from Olay that I like, bits from Bioma that I like. I've obviously got my own brand.
Yeah.
God, there's quite... Do you know what? You can look after your skin really well off the shelf.
Okay, so if you go into an American drugstore, what's the first aisle you go to?
I would go to Neutrogena.
There you go.
I love Neutrogena skincare. I love it. I think it's really good. They annoy me as a brand.
Oh, yeah.
But
Every brand annoys us in one way or another.
But the product is good.
Okay, superficial fun. Are you ready to just switch off and be that person that the Guardian reader thinks that is just vacuous and has no opinion other than beauty?
Nothing wrong with the Guardian readers. It's proud dad of Bolton with the
no,
Oakley sunglasses
I didn't mean
on.
that. I just meant a male reader who we've both experienced that attitude from.
It's proud dad with the Oakley sunglasses on is the problem.
Proud dad with the Oakley sunglasses.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Boots or Superdrug?
I'm going to say Superdrug because they've been a partner for beauty banks and that's the thing that matters most. But as a consumer, both. Yeah.
Bold eye or bold lip?
Bold lip. Bold lip. Absolutely bold lip.
I'm not even going to ask you dewy or matte skin. I'm just going to assume that they've got that.
Based me like a turkey.
Butter me up. Brow gel or brow pencil?
Brow gel. I'm not really much of one for a pencil. There are some exceptions. New Glossier one's very good.
Fantastic brows. AM routine or PM routine?
That's a good question, isn't it? I would say AM because even if I didn't have time to put makeup on, if I'd done my skincare, my skin would look pretty good in the morning.
Nice.
It's too dry otherwise.
Space and K or Sephora?
Space.
Lipstick or lip gloss? I knew you were going to do that.
Obviously lipstick. Because I'm a grown woman.
We always have this conversation, whereas I have like lip gloss hidden on the side.
No, lipstick. Oh, come on, put me up where the big girls are, yeah.
Heels or trainers?
I hardly ever wear heels anymore. I'd stopped doing COVID. I've still got a few pairs that I wear for special occasions.
We both wore them for a special occasion, and then I took them off in the lift as soon as we got back to the hotel.
I mean, remember, I was always in heels, wasn't I?
Always.
In heels. It's very rare.
And now you're all in Stan Smith.
Yeah, a certain work event or a wedding maybe, but for the most part, I'm in flats. I feel more useful in flats.
Bags or shoes?
Bags. I'm a bag person.
Bags.
Yeah.
Night in or night out?
In.
I knew you were going to say that too.
Absolutely in.
And I know what this one's going to be, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Favourite department store?
Selfridges.
I knew you were going to say that.
But I love John Lewis as well, and I love Liberty as well.
The bog standard, you can't go wrong.
If you need a lemon squeezer or a white towel, I'm going John Lewis. But if I want to get something to wear or a mooch around the beauty hall or an experience or a glass of champagne, Selfridges.
And if you want to go, the Christmas department.
Liberty. Yeah.
Okay, my final question is the most important. Okay. And this caused uproars earlier. Everyone was shouting. Okay, it's a very serious question. I want you to give it your utmost thought.
Okay.
Favourite sandwich? Favourite sandwich? I'm going to need the bread, I'm going to need the condiments and the filling.
Right, I'm obsessed with sandwiches. They're like,
everyone's obsessed with sandwiches, and the people who say they're not are fucking liars.
They're like a religion.
Is this not the conversation we have had?
Oh my God. I love sandwiches.
Fucking love a sandwich.
I'd rather a sandwich than basically...
They're like going, please calm down. I can't. You don't understand.
I'd rather a sandwich than basically anything.
Have you ever seen me as happy as when you approached in the airport yesterday?
I mean, you literally didn't stop talking about it for about 15 minutes. Okay. Oh,
come on.
Can I have a hot one and a cold one?
You can have whatever you want.
Okay.
As long as it's a fucking sandwich.
Okay, so my hot one is I want chewy brown with Swiss cheese, sauerkraut, chili flakes and mustard toasted.
Sally's vegetarian, by the way.
I'm vegetarian. This is relevant to the answer, obviously. So that's what I would have as my hot sandwich. As my cold sandwich, I would like a French crusty baguette with Swiss cheese, cucumber, tomato, onion, lettuce, mayo, and mustard.
What mustard?
English.
English mustard. You're a beast.
Yeah, I'm a Coleman's girl.
I only do American mustard. I'm a wimp.
I mean, that's not even mustard.
I know.
It's like yellow ketchup.
I like the M&S mustard mayo, where they add some French or English mustard to a mayo.
I like French mustard. I love English mustard, but I would only ever have an American mustard on, like, a burger.
Or a hot dog.
Or a hot dog, but
Which
then I
you
don't
wouldn't
eat
eat.
hot dogs, yeah.
Sally Hughes, I feel now like our friendship has been cemented. Our long friendship has now been cemented.
I mean, were there
know
any surprises in there? I don't feel like there were.
I mean, sauerkraut was a surprise.
I love sauerkraut. Love it. Love it.
But now that we all know your favourite sandwich, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
And that's a wrap for this week. Thanks for listening. I'm back on Monday with a new guest, so make sure you tune in. Until then, I'm glad we had this chat. New episodes are available every Monday and Wednesday. Follow or subscribe now on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Glad We Had This Chat is produced by Wall to Wall Media.
How to have fun, anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Woohoo!
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com. VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
All right, we're all set for the party. I've trimmed the tree, hung the mistletoe, and paired all those weird-shaped knives and forks with the appropriate cheeses. And I plugged in the Bartesian.
Bartesian?
It's a home cocktail maker that makes over 60 premium cocktails, plus a whole lot of seasonal favorites, too. I just got it for $50 off. So, how about a Cosmopolitan or a mistletoe margarita?
I'm thirsty.
Watch. I just pop in a capsule, choose my strength, and...
Wow, it's beginning to feel more seasonal in here already.
If your holiday party doesn't have a bartender, then you become the bartender. Unless you've got a Bartesian, because Bartesian crafts every cocktail perfectly in as little as 30 seconds. And I just got it for $50 off.
'Tis the season to be jollier.
Add some holiday flavor to every celebration with the sleek, sophisticated home cocktail maker, Bartesian. Get $50 off any cocktail maker at bartesian.com/cocktail. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
The most wonderful time of the year. Although, let's be honest, around the holidays, things really add up. But here's the good news. Only at Verizon, you can get a single line for $50 per month when you switch and bring your phone. So while ice skating for two is definitely costing more, here at Verizon, you can save. Gifts for your third cousins? Steep. A single line with Verizon? Not so steep. A real tree? Pricey. A single line with Verizon? Less pricey. Flights to see Mima and Pops? Those are up. A $50 per month single line? That's down. Even a trip to the Atlanta Holiday Market will cost you more. But with Verizon, you can switch and bring your phone for just $50 per month for a single line on unlimited welcome, with autopay plus taxes and fees. All this to say, during the holiday season, when everything is costing more, you can get more for less right now at a local Verizon store. $15 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G, 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.